The Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform for and about independent artists, music, interviews, and much, much more. Now, give it up, your host, Smiley J.
Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform dedicated to independent music creators. I am your host, Smiley J, and Chit-chat and music is what I do. Yes, and I do it all for you guys. So welcome. I am so glad that you guys are hanging out with me today. And you know what? All I need for you to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy some really cool music and cool conversations. Now, as always, I try to feature some of the most talented and gifted artists in the world. Yes, I said world because love and music is what makes the world go round. Today's guest is one of those artists who is using his gift of music to connect with people all over the world. You see, it doesn't matter where you come from because music is the universal language of mankind. So today's guest is saxophonist Kenny Nightingale. And Kenny is going to be joining us in a few short minutes. But first, you guys know I like to give my shouts out. I want to shout out all of my dedicated listeners. Yes, I got to shout you guys out because you always hanging with me and, each and every Thursday, and I appreciate you. Yes, each and every one of you. And I also want to shout out my partner in crime, my co-producer, brother, and friend, Mr. Kevin Kojo Prince, also known as DC Gordy. Now, you guys don't hear him or see him, but he is very instrumental to the show. He's behind the scenes working very hard, and he also encourages me, because sometimes I have my moments. Like everyone, I have my moments, but on those days, he gives me that little push, that little nudge. We need those kinds of people in our lives to, encourage us and help us to keep on keeping on. Now, I got to tell you, though, when I get those emails and text messages from some of my former guests thanking me for featuring them on the show, it really, really warms my heart. And you know what? And it confirms that I am doing exactly what I am supposed to be doing. So, let me go ahead and I'll tell you a little bit about today's guest. Mr. Kenny Nightingale, he is known as the music maker. He was born in Nigeria. He is a multi-talented smooth jazz artist with a fusion of gospel, contemporary jazz with world beat grooves. Yes. Kenny writes songs and creates sounds that come from the deep within. So I need you guys to help me welcome Kenny Nightingale. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, I'm glad to have you here, Mr. Music Maker. And congratulations to you on your new music that you released earlier this year. And let me just say that I listened to your music and I watched your videos. And can I just say that your music is a whole vibe?
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes, absolutely. Look, each song, has its own personality.
True. Absolutely. That is the goal. I want to make sure that the audience get to understand my language, my musical language, and I separate each track from each other, make sure I have a message through my music. Every music that I write or I play or I produce and record, I want to make sure it has a message, a body of message for itself, so my audience can understand, where I'm heading to.
You know what? I think I understand you. And by the way, I love the song Peace and Love because I'm that girl. I'm about that life right there.
Thank you.
And you know what? I went back a little further, because I like to kind of dig deep and see what's happening with the artists. So I even listened to some of your older music and I love Tears of Africa.
Oh, wow. Yep. Thank you. Tears of Africa. That's one of my, honestly, I hate to say this as an artist, but it's one of my favorites.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, Tears of Africa.
So look, now it's one of my favorite Kenny Nightingale songs as well. So
nice. Thank you.
So Kenny, I love quotes, right? I think I want to read one of your quotes, to my audience, because it kind of resonated with me, and I really I digged it. So It is. This is your quote. Embrace your passion. Always live your life like it's golden and be inspired by everything. And that is a quote taken from you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that quote, I want you to tell the folks about how you followed your dream and you're now in Atlanta. Tell us about that.
Yeah, like I said on my quote, that embrace your passion. Whatever you have passion for, you got to embrace it so well that do not be distracted by the things around you, but be motivated by the things around you, be inspired by the things around you. You know what I'm saying? I get inspired by the birds. Mm-hmm. When I hear the birds singing beautiful song, I get inspired by the birds. I get inspired by the wind. Oh, yeah. Why do you think I'm called Nightingale? You
know what? I love nature's choir, too.
Oh, so beautiful. Because I believe that I always talk of nature. In fact, I usually use the word Mother Nature. Mm-hmm. Mother Nature. When you find that place of quietness, you can communicate between the depth of your soul and your creator. You can find that sense of humanity. You can find that peace that you're looking for. And right there, at that quiet moment, there'll be a whole lot of revelation that you can receive,
See, Kenny, you speak in my language because, we live in a society that's like full of noise. It's noisy, every day from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. So the quietness is, like you said, you find a lot of answers. It's just a beautiful thing. So, I say to you guys out there that if you're dealing with stress, just get quiet and go into some nature. And of course, music. Let's listen to music.
Of course, music. Yep. Absolutely. So that is what that helps me to begin my journey from the motherland Africa to the United States. Because as an artist, as a musician, I always wanted to travel around the world and experience other parts of the world. But experiencing it doing my music, what I love doing, which is music. So I came to United States 1996. I end up in New York, in the city of New York, for a little bit. Then somebody told me, hey, since you love doing music, why don't you go to Nashville, Tennessee?
Yeah,
it's music city.
Music place. Yes.
Yeah, so I went, I left New York, went to Nashville, and, I got there, though, it's country music, but it's all right. It's good because, see, music is music. That's about me. I listen to all style of music. So I ended up staying in Nashville for 9 good years.
Wow.
Because, I enjoyed myself. I listened to country music, blues. In fact, I was playing blues. I was playing blues. I was playing pop rock. I was playing jazz. I was just doing almost everything, Then it was when I moved to Atlanta, some about 15 years ago. I moved to Atlanta. Then I decided to just focus on one direction, and which is my first love, my saxophone. That brings me to my smooth jazz.
Yes.
So doing smooth jazz or writing jazz or smooth jazz music, I usually try to find a quiet place where I can meditate and communicate with my creator, and so I can get a lot of inspiration from the mother nature. From nature, get a lot of inspiration so I can write good music. So that's how my music, that's the beginning of my journey.
Well, that explains the beauty of your music because I love how you blend like music across, as you mentioned, various genres. That's jazz, smooth jazz, world beats, R&B, gospel. And the world has embraced your sound as well because congratulations, you were on the chart. So
thank you.
I had to mention that. Now, your song, My Saxophone, has that unique blend of R&B and jazz.
Yes, ma'am.
Speaking of inspirations, we know that, you're inspired by nature and the stillness and quiet, which is a beautiful thing. Tell us some of your music influences.
Well, first of all, one of my greatest music influences, believe it or not, is Jimi Hendrix.
I can believe that. Yeah.
That's why when you listen to my latest single, My Saxophone, it's a smooth jazz. But at the introduction, you can hear some nice guitar, nice, beautiful guitar licks.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I was thinking of Jimi Hendrix, I'm like, okay, how can I have some feel, a modern feel of the rock, blues kind of guitar line at the introduction of my saxophone? And that's what I did. That's what came up right there. I featured my brother on the guitar there. My brother played that. I didn't play it, even though I'm a guitarist.
That, yes.
Yeah. You know, I'm a guitarist too, but all my brothers, we all play music. So I called my brother that's a guitarist, and I said, hey, I want you to play some guitar. I told him exactly what I'm looking for. He said, hey, brother, don't worry, I got you. And he did exactly what I wanted.
And he delivered. And he delivered. Wait a minute. Let's shout your brother out. What's his name?
Michael Osadolo.
What's up, Michael? We heard you. We heard you do your thing, man. So
yes, Michael.
Now you come from a musical family. I mean, you have 8 brothers.
Yes, ma'am.
So all 8 of you guys are musicians?
Full-time musicians, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. In fact, one of my brother he's my producer. He produced almost all my music. He produced my saxophone. He produced, Coltrane to Montgomery. He produced my album, actually, yeah. He's a keyboard player. His name is Sankey Bullet. He goes by Sankey. Sankey, Sankey Bullet.
Well, I'm going to have to do a part 2 and just have the whole family come on and interview. I mean, listen, all this talent, we need the world to know, everyone. So is it any little friendly competition between you guys?
No, not at all. Not at all. Because I'm the one that taught all my brothers how to play every instrument. Mm-hmm. So there's no competition at all.
Good, good.
Yeah, everybody has their own, I was the one that started, and my dad said, okay, Kenny, I think it's about time you start showing your brothers how to play the instruments. So that was when I started. When I teach the one how to play the guitar, I stopped playing the guitar. When I teach the one how to play the keyboard, I stopped playing the keyboard. When I showed the one how to play the drums, I stopped playing the drums. Because I used to play all this instrument. I was doing a lot of studio recordings for other artists. I was doing studio sections, so when, I was getting a lot of jobs, but my brothers weren't getting jobs. So my dad was like, Kenny, you can't be doing all. You got to show your brothers how to play the instrument, and you focus on one. I said, okay, Dad. And that's exactly what I did. And they all started playing. And that was how I pulled out from playing every other instrument, except the guitar, though. I still play the guitar because, sometimes I write my music with the guitar, but I focus major on my saxophone. That's my main instrument.
Yes. Now, I want to mention, I know that you play gospel as well, and you were a nominee for the Gospel Choice Award, for the best instrumental album.
Yes, nice. I was. Yeah, 2016. Nice. Yeah, in 2016, I was nominated for Gospel Choice Award as Best Instrumental. I wasn't expecting it myself, It's so funny that when I got the call, I had to hang up. A lady called me. She said, hey, can I speak to Mr. Nightingale? I said, this Nightingale. So congratulations. Your music has been nominated, for Gospel Choice Award. I hang up the phone. I thought it was a prank.
You thought it was a prank call?
Yeah, I thought it was a prank call. But she called back again, She called back the second time. She said, no, please don't hang up. This is for real. I'm like, Gospel Choice Award? Nah. I'm like, come on, man. I ain't got time for this. She's like, no. Then she said, okay, I'm going to shoot you an email. Is this she called my email address that she found? I said, yeah, that's my email. Then she sent me an email. Then I had my manager call her. So my manager called her and confirmed that it's real.
See?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, wow. For sure.
Okay, now listen. The next time you get a call like that, I need you to just look. Because you're on the charts now. Your song might go to number 1, so.
True.
It is so possible.
It is possible. Yeah.
Yes, but you know what? I want to ask you about the song. Oh my gosh. Coltrane. What's the name of the song?
Coltrane to Montgomery.
Yes. I love that song too. So obviously I know the inspiration behind it, but to some of my younger listeners who might not know who Mr. Coltrane is, can you tell us the story behind the title?
Yeah, Coltrane to Montgomery. I wrote Coltrane to Montgomery because I was thinking, I was just in my bedroom one day. I was just quiet, it was peace, and I just had this vision of Coltrane, John Coltrane, the saxophonist, the late, great John Coltrane, the bebop jazz, saxophonist, John Coltrane. I envisioned him, and the late great guitarist Wes
Montgomery,
Montgomery.
yeah.
You know, I'm like, okay, how will it be if Wes Montgomery and John Coltrane is alive today? And they want to play the kind of jazz we play, because you see, in their time they were playing bebop jazz. You know, I play bebop too. As a jazz artist, you got to be, you know, versatile. But you know what is happening heavily now in the market is smooth jazz, which I love. You know, one of the folks that drove me to smooth jazz is the late great Grover Washington Jr. You know, yeah, he inspired me into smooth jazz. So I was thinking about John Coltrane and Wes Montgomery. How would they interpret the modern jazz, like they want to do smooth jazz and do it in the 21st century? The way, how would they sound? So that's how I came up with Coltrane. I said, okay, John Coltrane went to visit Wes Montgomery, his friend Wes. And while he went to visit Wes Montgomery, so they can discuss on how to record, how to come up with the 21st century's music, you know, smooth jazz music. So Jimmy Smith, the organist, heard of the visit. He heard of the visit of John Coltrane to Wes. So Jimmy Smith decided to take his took his organ. He decided to carry his organ and went to Wes to visit his buddies and hang out with his friends. So Jimmy Smith went to meet John Coltrane and Wes. And while three of them were hanging out, that's how they came up with this sound.
I love it.
Montgomery. You know?
I love it. I love that whole creative. I love that. So you know what? So can I just be totally honest with you? I'm in a dilemma because I don't know which song to play today. So maybe you can help me out. What song do you want to present to the audience?
You know what? Why we on John Coltrane and Wes Montgomery? Why not go? Let's go with Coltrane to Montgomery.
Okay, well then I'm gonna feature that later on in the show. So okay. So thank you for helping me out with that.
Okay.
So you know what? I want to congratulate you for your cover in Pump It Up Magazine's June edition. Nice, very nice.
Thank you so much. It's an honor. It is a big honor to be there. I mean, I wasn't planning to be at the front cover, you know. I just needed some little promo, you know, in the magazine. And Issa called me and said, look, I got to have you at the front cover. I'm like, wow.
And I got,
this is
what?
amazing.
I have to shout them out because I was in the May edition, and they are just some wonderful, beautiful people over there at Pump It Up Magazine. So shout out to all my folks at Pump It Up Magazine. You guys make sure you check out the magazine online or print. Yeah, I had to do that plug because they're so good to me.
True.
So listen, you know, I could talk to you all day, Kenny, but you know what? I'm going to have to go, but before I go, I kind of, you know, because you seem like a real cool dude, I think I want to play a little game. You down for a game?
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Okay. It's called Fit Beat, and you have to give me like 25 push-ups. No, I'm just kidding. No, I like acronym. It's called Fit Beat, and it stands for fill in the blanks. So, 3 questions, 3 seconds. Just fill in the blank. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, the clock is ticking. Question number 1. You are granted one wish to change the world. What would that one wish be?
It will be love.
Boom, I love it. Let's go ahead and add peace to that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, the second question. What was the last concert that you attended, and not as a musician or a performer?
Oh, my. The last concert. Oh, my. It's been too long. Oh, it's been too long, but it was Aaron Neville.
Oh,
from the Neville Brothers. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
from
Aaron Neville.
New Orleans. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah, Aaron Neville. Yeah, one of my heroes.
Yes. Yes. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen him live. Okay. So, all right, this is your last and final question. Fill in the blanks. What is your favorite vacation destination?
Oh, my favorite destination. Well, oh my gosh. I want to go to Cancun, Mexico, but, so bad, But one of my favorite destinations right now is going back to Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nashville. All right. Nashville it is. You have answered all 3 questions. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today in the Artist Zone. It's been a pleasure. Much success to you in everything that you do. Now, before you leave, you got to tell the good folks out there how they can keep up with you and all that you have going on.
Yeah, hey, y'all. You can always reach me at KennyNightingale.com. That's my website, KennyNightingale.com. And you can always catch me at my social media. On Instagram, it's Kenny.Nightingale. And on Facebook, just Google Kenny Nightingale. Go to Facebook, look for Kenny Nightingale. You see my beautiful face right there, Or just Google me, Kenny Nightingale. Yeah, I'm everywhere,
Okay, and to my folks in Ohio, in the Ohio area, Cincinnati to be exact, Kenny is coming your way. He is going to be there September 23rd at the Century Theater. So get your tickets.
For real, live and direct, y'all.
Yes. Now, there is a problem. Now, I don't see you coming to the D.C. metropolitan area. We need to have your good energy here. So, come this way.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Don't worry. I'll work it out.
And make sure that you let me know when you're in my city, in my town, so I can come and hang out with you and experience all this good live music.
Absolutely. Don't worry. I will let you know. You'll be the first to know I'm coming to your city.
Well,
DC.
Thank you. You have my information. And thank you so much again for being such a good, fun guest. And come back and let's do this again.
Okay, I will. Definitely will. Thanks for hosting me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So until next time, be well, my brother.
All right. Peace and love.
Hi, this is smooth jazz recording artist, saxophonist Kenny Nightingale. You are in the Artist Zone with Smiley J.
All right. It's that time. Yes, all good things come to an end. But you know what? You can come back and we can do it all again next week. Same time, same place. Check your local listening for times. Now, I swear I had so much fun. I have some of the best guests in the industry. Yes. What a super nice guy Kenny is. You know what? That brother's using his gifts and talents to create super cool music for you and me and all those folks like us that like this kind of groove. Now, you know the drill around these parts. You like what you heard today? Go ahead and download the music and add it to your favorite playlists. And also be sure to follow Kenny on all of his social media pages and all my folks out there in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yes, he's coming your way September 23rd. He's going to be at the Century Theater. So go ahead and get your tickets and meet him, catch him up close and personal. Now, as always, it's been fun, but I got to go. You guys, until next time, I'm going to need you to be well, stay safe, and remember to listen to good music. Your ears will thank you for it. I'm Smiley J, and I'm out.